Hey guys, welcome back. Alright, before we do anything else, let's head back over to the Nexus page. I'm going to go back to the search page. So, Legacy of the Dragonborn. Let's go ahead and search for that. A couple things. So there's our patch page, we'll go there in a minute. This we don't need, we've decided we don't have more interesting loot. This one, the Dova Closet, I went and checked it out. And what I didn't realize is that he's now integrated this directly into version 15 of Legacy, so we don't need this. It's already in there, so very nice. So let's head over to the patch page. Okay. If you go to Files, this is a little bit confusing, and I hope I've interpreted this right. You guys can let me know if you think you have a different interpretation. If this would ever load. Okay, so we've got the FOMOD patcher. I believe this encompasses all this stuff. Okay, so we don't need to worry about any of these optional files. Also, I think this is basically the same patcher that we already used to install Legacy of the Dragonborn, but it's got a few extra options to it. Now, I've already downloaded it, but if you haven't, go ahead and download the manager. So I'm going to turn this off. I've already downloaded the FOMOD patcher. Now, we'll go ahead and run this, but you can see that's the same thing we've already seen. We've already seen this. Immersive armor. We've already seen this. Now, this is a little bit different. This already integrates clothing and clutter fixes, so we don't need that. Weapon and armor fixes remade, we don't need that. And also complete crafting overhaul remade. So that's a single patch for this entire thing, and we'll leave this alone. So I think that's a little bit new. This is the same as what we've already seen. Children cutting the floor, we've seen this before. This is new, I think. So audio overhaul for Skyrim 2. Nothing. Don't we have immersive horses? Immersive horses. I thought we had immersive horses. All right, let's go back to our page here. Let's do it. Search immersive. No, I guess we don't. Okay, never mind. I thought we did. So it's right. It knows what it's talking about. So go ahead and install. Sure. Why are you giving me a different version number? Okay, so we're getting an error here. It says it's version 15.3.4. The newest version is 15.3.4.6, which is the version we grabbed. Yeah, it is. So I don't know what somebody forgot to update something somewhere. I'm going to ignore this. Okay, then we can go ahead and turn that on. I guess I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave this at mostly at the bottom. What's the last thing it patches? It's not going to tell me. Why not? Why are you not going to tell me? Tell me. Dom, hey. Just Legacy of the Dragonborn. Okay. So which number is that? 52. I'm going to make this 53. We'll bring that up there. Looks good to me. Everything's on. Yeah. Okay. All right, guys. Again, to be honest, is it totally necessary? I don't know. I guess it is. Let's see what we're changing here. Changing some stuff in Legacy of the Dragonborn. Yeah, sure. I guess I'll go with it. Okay, we're good. All right, gang. What I want to do is head back to our page, and I'm going to head down to the bottom. What we have to do is basically redo all the patching and stuff that we had to do before. So I'm going to start. We don't need to do conflict resolution. In fact, let me come back over to the conflict resolution stuff, and we'll go ahead and turn this back on because we can use that same thing. The rest of them, these are all, we'll see. Okay, we'll just, we will see. Also, let's make sure everything's on here. The conflict resolution patch is giving me an error. Book covers of Skyrim. Oh, bloody hell. Okay guys, so we have a bit of a problem here. And the problem, I'll show you where it's coming from. The problem is this. Our SR conflict resolution has an error. And why does it have an error? Come on, conflict resolution, what are you doing? There it is. Because we're missing the master's book covers of Skyrim. And that's because we did some conflict resolution with regards to book covers. Well, we didn't, but the patch did. So when we turned off book covers in favor of Legacy of the Dragonborn, what happened was conflict resolution started to complain because it doesn't know that we've changed over to Legacy of the Dragonborn, right? So we got to get rid of this master. How do we do that? Well, there's only really one way that I know how to do this kind of thing, and it's a little bit complicated and a little bit tricky, but I'll show you guys how to do it. Book covers of Skyrim. We're going to turn this back on for right now so that our flags are gone. Then we can run, let's see, TS5 edit. So make sure you don't have any flags, and go ahead and run this. So yes, now we can go ahead and load. Should be good. Okay guys, there you go. We've got it. Now what we need to do is we need to find, let's see, the patch should be down here somewhere. There it is, at E3. Well, we need to find the other one, the Books of Skyrim. That's the one that's malfunctioning on us, right? So here, let me sort this by editor ID. We can find it easier that way. Books of Skyrim is Books Covers of Skyrim. That's the one that's malfunctioning. It's number 4F. So I'm going to write that down, 4F, because I'm going to forget it if I don't. Okay, so let's go ahead and sort by form again. So let's go down to the bottom. That's our conflict resolution. All right, I'm going to right click on this and I'm going to apply script. And the script you want, I've already got it there because I was playing around with this before, is list records referencing specific plugin. That's the script. So if you're not there, make sure you get to this one and hit OK. And it's going to ask you for a number. The number we want is the number we just wrote down, 4F. So what it's doing is it's going to give you all the references from 4F into this mod. So let's take a look and see what we're dealing with here. Okay, 42 references. It's not, yeah, it's a lot, but it's not too bad, I suppose. All right, so this is the reason that Book Covers of Skyrim is a master for this file, because it's got these references in it. And you notice they're all in book. Okay, so let's pop that open. Let's take a look at the file header real quick, just to show this. There it is. So there's our master, Book Covers of Skyrim. That's the one that's giving us problems. So let's go down to books, because that's where we had the problems. All right, so there's probably about 40 here. That might be all of them. So I'm going to start at the bottom. All right. So this is a little bit advanced, but this is the only way I really know how to do this. So you can see up here at the top, Book Covers of Skyrim is in this orange color. That's what we don't want. We want Book Covers of Skyrim to be red. The orange color means that there's been a conflict, and Book Covers of Skyrim is the one that's winning when it goes into the SR conflict resolution patch. Okay. So we do not want Book Covers of Skyrim to win. So what you want to do is take the last thing before Book Covers of Skyrim, wherever it's got an orange thing, like right here, grab this one, drag them over here. And yes, you can say you're sure. And it's going to ask if you want to add Legacy of the Dragonborn as a master. Yes, we do. So there you go. It's gone red. Now, the other thing that we probably should fix is this. Legacy of the Dragonborn wants that in there, so I'm going to go ahead and put that keyword in. Probably not strictly necessary for getting rid of Book Covers of Skyrim, but there's no reason to lose that change. Legacy of the Dragonborn wanted that change in, so we might as well have it in. Okay, so that's that one. Now this is fairly tedious, I realize, but each case is kind of different, so I'm going to go through each of them one by one. See, in this case, Complete Alchemy and Cooking Overhaul. For some reason, Book Covers of Skyrim is winning, even though it's not the last one loaded. I'm not really sure I understand that. There's probably some sort of master's list misfiling there somewhere. If we sorted by master, that would probably fix that. But anyway, this is going to be the last one we want. So make sure you just want to get rid of the orange on book covers of Skyrim. So that's what I'm going to do. So that looks good there. So we'll continue to do that. That looks like it's the same kind of deal. Looks like we've got 3 of them here. So this is, again, watch what you're doing. This is book covers. This is the one we want to get rid of. So I'm just getting rid of the references to book covers by using the next closest reference to conflict resolution. This looks like these are all the same. So yeah, I do realize this is a little tedious, but this is the only safe way that I know how to get rid of a master file that you no longer have. And this should be safe. This should not give us any problems if we are careful in making sure that we use the last change, the closest change to the conflict resolution. It should be good. This one should be winning anyway. I'm not really sure why it's not. It's loaded after complete. That's really strange to me. I don't really understand that. But okay. I'm sure somebody out there knows. So just make sure there's no orange. So these are all kind of similar deals. So that's pretty good, actually. Means we're not likely to run into any problems. So same thing. So yeah, it's a little unfortunate there's so many records to deal with. At least there's not hundreds. If there were hundreds, we'd have a whole other issue. We'd have to find some other way to do this. But this is doable. And probably the safest way to do it. Just make sure you're keeping an eye on the top, which you're not moving the wrong things. Okay. So far, I don't see any major issues. Just make sure they're changing the right thing. Well, if they're all going to be like this, then there's really no reason for me to show this entire thing, is there? But I mean, I guess it can't hurt. It's probably kind of boring for you guys, I'm sure. But you know, if I don't do this, then inevitably something's going to be different. We're going to have to change something slightly differently than what I'm doing. Book covers. And also it lets you guys make sure that I don't make any mistakes. I'm not quite sure why the color there. I don't know what the gray means. It means it's coming from here. Okay, I guess so. Okay, so here's something different. So book covers of Skyrim is here. The choice is yours is loading after it. So let's go find out where it's at. I see it's this one here. So let's go ahead and grab this over here. Make sure this turns red. Seems like everything else should be good. I think so. Okay, this is something from Legacy of the Dragonborn. So that's all fine. Here's a keyword that we're missing. Here's an inventory art that we're missing. We're going to change. Same thing. And okay, so book covers is over here. For some reason it's winning this conflict. I don't know why. It really shouldn't be, as far as I can tell. Same thing. See, High Poly Note 2 is the same as Skyrim, but it was changed by Legacy of the Dragonborn. Interesting. No, I bet you we want to do this. I don't want to change it back to the original because I would lose the change from Legacy of the Dragonborn. So I'm going to change it to Legacy of the Dragonborn. See, that's the kind of thing you got to kind of be careful of when you're doing this sort of stuff, and I probably haven't been as careful as I should have been about that kind of thing. But yeah, they're just books, you know. That's the worst that can happen. Better quest. See, it's the same thing here. This is gray. So I'm going to change it to what this is. Hopefully that works. Okay, so this one, book covers is here. This is gray, so I'm going to change it to the red one. That may be what I wanted to do before. Okay. Change it to this one. Okay, so here we've lost this keyword, so I'm going to change it to that keyword. The cover seems to have gone gray, so gone orange. Oh, wait, orange is not good. Orange is bad. I'll change it to this. There we go. Red's good. Red's what we want. Okay, this looks like it should be this. Looks good. This looks like it should be this. And that's it. Skill alchemy. Looks like it should be Legacy of the Dragonborn. Seems to be it. And book 2 ought to be this guy. Okay, so I think we got them all. Yeah, I'm going to change this to Legacy of the Dragonborn instead of what we had. Instead of high poly, going back to high poly note, that loses the change that Legacy of the Dragonborn made. So that's why it's coming up with that weird color. So I'm going to actually check back through these and make sure we didn't do that anywhere else. Looks good. No, this is not right. So let's change this to Legacy of the Dragonborn. Yeah, Legacy of the Dragonborn again. Same thing. Same thing. Yeah, this right here. No, we don't want that. We want this. I'm doing this on the assumption that Legacy of the Dragonborn changed that for a reason, and we don't want to change it back to the original. So in a case like that, where the choice is yours, changed it back to what it was, I want to change it back to what Legacy of the Dragonborn changed it to, skipping the covers. So I think we're good. All right. So let's go back up here, guys, and we'll go to conflict resolution. I'll right click, and we're going to go to apply script, and we're going to run the script again. Let's just double check and make sure we've actually caught all the, what did I say, 4F, caught all the changes that we're supposed to have. What we want is 0 references. And there you go. There's no references left. Okay, so if we go and we right click on this and we go to clean masters, and we'll let that go. It only takes like a microsecond. Okay, we should have in here somewhere, there we go, Legacy of the Dragonborn was added. Now we should not have anywhere in here book covers. And we do not. We're good. And so that's how you do that. So we'll close this. We'll save conflict resolution. Let that close. Then I'm going to go, let's see, let's find conflict resolution, just make sure it's It's doing what we said. So where are you at, conflict resolution? Oh, it's SR. It's SR, isn't it? Right there. Okay, then I'm going to come up here to book covers of Skyrim. I'm going to turn it off. And if we've done our job right, it's good. There you go, guys. That again, that came about because we had a master in here that we've removed because we didn't want book covers of Skyrim anymore, or book covers of Skyrim Lost Library, because we took them out for the Dragonborn mod. So yeah, we should be good. Okay, so there you go. I just wanted to show you guys how to fix that little problem so we can continue on. All right, guys, thanks a lot. I'll see you guys in the next one.